Good morning. You're watching the news here at CNNnews18.com. My name is Toya Singh. Over here on the channel, over the next hour, we're going to walk you through all of the country's top breaking news stories. Our first story and our first focus is going to be on Tawang. As you know, the winter session of the Parliament is currently in session. Yesterday, we saw the Defence Minister Rajnath Singh address the Lok Sabha at 12, the Rajya Sabha at 2 about the clash that had taken place between India and China in Tawang. Now the BJP is, as you can see in the visuals on your screen, having their parliamentary party meeting. It's underway. This is ahead of the meeting that's supposed to take place. Now, the visuals you can see right now, the clapping is because the Prime Minister has just been congratulated for the victory that the party had in Gujarat. Remember, it was a history-making victory. The party came back for what I believe was the 17th consecutive time. Now, I do want to bring you more details, but first, the visuals on your screen of that taking place. Let's go over to my colleague Marya right now to understand more. Marya, very clear from these visuals that the Prime Minister is being felicitated. I just want to understand from you, is this meeting being held primarily for that? Will Tawang also be on the agenda?
Well, today is the first parliamentary party meeting which is being held after the Gujarat victory. Every Tuesday, whenever the parliament is in session, this is a routine meeting which is held, but it is a special one this time around in terms of the events that had happened last week. The events of last week become important because of the historic victory of 156 in the assembly of 180 that the BJP won in the state of Gujarat and returning to power for the 7th consecutive term in the state. And the Prime Minister being lauded for his efforts, congratulated by the members of the parliamentary party, which is essentially MPs of both the houses of parliament, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha. And the Prime Minister being congratulated for his efforts. Of course, he is the biggest brand. We have seen this happen also in the past after the historic victory that the BJP got in the state of Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand and managed to form the government also in the state of Goa. We have seen similar celebrations happen at the BJP Parliamentary Party meeting. This one certainly is more significant because of Gujarat being won by the party again. And Prime Minister Narendra Modi leading from the front, his efforts, of course, was phenomenal. It is brand Narendra Modi, which is completely being endorsed by the people of Gujarat. The fact that the party won 156, which is the highest that any political party has won in the state of Gujarat, makes it even more significant. And the message that is going from the party to the Prime Minister is that they are standing with him firmly as he makes those efforts. But at the same time, I think the Prime Minister, when he addressed the BJP workers, the Karyakartas from the BJP headquarters at the ITO in Delhi, he also made an important point where he said that each and every Karyakarta of the BJP had a role to play. And the party is what it is today because of its Sangathan or the organization. The emphasis on the organization that the Prime Minister constantly lays on becomes important at the same time. So when we look at these visuals, this is a celebration which is happening inside Parliament in the parliamentary party meeting, which has members of both the houses, the Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha.
What can we expect will take place in this meeting?
Come again, Toya?
I said, Marya, what else could we expect will take place within this meeting?
So this is a parliamentary party meeting, so there could be an address by the heads of various houses. So the leader of the house in the Rajya Sabha, who is Mr. Piyush Goyal, could address them. We have seen Home Minister Amit Shah present. JP Nadda, who's also a member of Parliament, is present as well. And of course, he is the head of the BJP. But having said that, we can expect an address by the Prime Minister. Whether that address will be put out in the public domain or not, that remains to be seen. But an address by the Prime Minister is also possible. But we have seen also that these addresses that the Prime Minister has for his MPs are very exclusive in nature. But there is a possibility that if he addresses the MPs and talks about the significance of Gujarat victory and how it is also a victory of great expectations, where there is a lot of expectation that the people of Gujarat have with brand Narendra Modi and the entire governance model that the state has received under Prime Minister Narendra Modi and then followed by successive governments of the BJP. So this is a victory which has a lot of people, particularly the Gujaratis, expecting a lot from the BJP going ahead. And how even in the state of Himachal, the BJP overall vote share was just less than 1% with regards to the Congress. But yes, that translated into almost 15 seat plus victory for the Congress party. But going ahead, because there are 13 states which go to polls in 2023 in the run-up to 2024 big Lok Sabha elections, this is important to ensure that the overall mood in the party going ahead is that of optimism, going ahead is that of great,
Sure.
excitement and enthusiasm that they have the narrative in control.
Marya, thank you for bringing us that context. We are going to move on now. We're focusing now on